God is moving. It's Young People Nation.
Welcome to Young People Nation. Listen to us weekly as we commit to bring transparency, healing, and truth to the everyday situations in life that might bring you down. Join us for your weekly dose of inspiration. Thank you for listening to Young People Nation. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And now, here's your host, Eugene and Donna Perry.
Let's go. Christ is the foundation. Know his word gon' lead us. Know I'm already going. Taking steps I believe in. Giving guidance to the youth. Giving guidance to the lost. Giving the world to the project. Lead them back to the cross.
Welcome back. Welcome this morning, this afternoon, noon or night or whenever you're listening. Thank you for tuning in, and we just want to give a shout out to all our sponsors and supporters. Thank you so much, because we could not have done it without the community. So we're in our fourth session with Nicole and Jemiah. And again, Nicole she's actually a professional counselor at Copeland Elementary School. She has a vision for 2024 for what God is telling her to do. She is very intentional when it comes to her family, her marriage. Well, let's go back. God, her marriage, and her children. Okay? Ain't that the three?
Yes.
In that way? Okay, Jemiah, time has gone fast, and Jemiah's going to go off to college. She's a future actress, and again, I'm going to have this recording. Don't forget me when it's time for you to go, okay? Yeah, I need you to give me that ticket, okay? Because I always have your mama number, okay? And I love how Jemiah just shares her experiences, and she's open about it, even though she's shy. But I hear you're bold, though. I love it. So thank you so much for sharing with us, because you are a true gift. You need to know that. Okay? So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. So we're in our fourth session, and again, we're going to be talking about the importance of being relational. And that is important for our children to be relational. And in the previous sessions, Nicole, you've talked about how you all have created safe spaces for your children. Your children are real open, and you're like, Lord, girl, wait a minute. But that's good that they have those safe spaces. So I want to ask you, Jemiah, okay, because it's important for us as adults to hear you guys. Define relational. What does that mean from your perspective?
Like relationships.
Or being connected, or being able to talk with, or us being approachable.
Just having someone there.
She sounds like Kiara, don't she?
Yep.
It's not like something that's one-sided. Just knowing that you have a source, you can build a bond. They're always there for you. You're never on like the back of their minds. It's both sides. It's 50-50.
It's not no judgment zone is huge for y'all, isn't it?
Yes.
So if you all come and you don't want to hear, and I'm just talking from what I've learned, you don't want to talk about the Bible at this time. You just want to talk about what you're experiencing at this time. Am I correct?
Yeah, I want it real. I love the Bible, but that's not what I want to hear all the time.
Okay. Listen. But you know something? That I had to learn that, because me and my husband used to be talking, I'd be like, baby, the word says, he'd be like,
yes.
So now you gotta just use it in a way. Don't say the word says, but you gotta just use the word, but without saying Matthew 1:5.
Right. Be the word. You understand? Be the presence of it, but let that person just talk. I had to learn that, because he used to be looking at me. And I used to go off in this tangent. Wait a minute, you done messed up everything, girl. So, Nicole, I want to ask you. You and your husband, you all the parents of 4. And with extremely busy lifestyles. You talked about your lifestyle, and thank you so much for sharing that transparency, because you'd be amazed at how many women need to hear that, and husbands need to understand that wives deal with postpartum depression.
Right.
Okay, so how have you both created safe spaces for your children?
I think that the way that we were raised, and we were able to realize what we appreciate our parents. and everything that they gave us. However, we know that they only gave us what they had. So we have, and we just talked about this the other day. It was just something in us that we just made a decision, like, we're going to do it differently for our children.
Yes.
And so we want them to not have to figure out a lot of things on their own with, like, guessing and checking or making mistakes. So we just want to be able to teach them different things and then just let them know that we support them, that they can always talk to us, and that, you know, that they matter.
Amen. That is good, because they have to know, you all have to know that we're listening. Am I correct, Jemiah? So I want to ask you this. Your mother, which I just felt that was so powerful, she wrote 2 books to her daughters. And you're the first to partake of that. Talk to us about what that means to you.
I think that's like really.
So funny.
You want to get a pig.
I think that's really inspiring that she really thought about us. Like, in our hard times, we can look at her book as a resource. I feel like in my moment now, like the stage of life I'm at right now, I really don't look at her books, but I know that at one point that will be a great resource that I can go back to. I just think it's great for that she wrote a book for us, that she understands where we're coming from, and like she is a human. It's like we can look at that from like a different perspective if like anything happens.
And then you'll be able to pass it on to your daughters. What she's done, she's created a legacy. So for the women of the family, and able to pass it on and pass it on. They'd be like, if Jesus decide not to come back, well, that's up to God. But anyway, it's not Bible study. But anyway, if great grandchildren will be able to, that's powerful. And that's what we need to leave is legacies. And so you'll look in that book and be like, you know, yeah, Mama did say that. Okay, yes. So.
I tell you what another wild thing about the whole thing is, and she be talking cause she's really her mini me.
Yes, she is.
As she grow older, you gonna be sitting over there dressed like her, and then your daughter gonna be sitting over here with different hair colors and all. And you said, that's the same one.
Yeah. You can see the resemblance. You can, yes.
And your book, you write.
Yes.
I'm in her book.
Yes. I just feel that's powerful that she was able to write a book and talk about some of the nuggets you put in that book for them.
Yeah, so when I wrote the book, God told me to write it, and so when I was inspired by just wanting to write for them all of the things that I needed at that age. So I talk about having a personal relationship with God and what that looks like, how it doesn't look like you being perfect, how God created you, and He wants you to flourish. I just talk about how He has a unique purpose inside of you, that you don't have to conform to anything, that everything that you need to just, you know, fulfill your dreams is already inside of you. I talk about friendships, to teach them about how to be a friend, to learn the different characteristics of what a friend looks like. I talk about walking in your purpose. I talk about just how you can just support yourself and just growing. I talk about finances.
Wow.
Yeah, just like
life.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Wow. And I'm old enough to be your mom. So my mother is still talking. And even though she's been gone for 20 years, she's still talking. My grandmother's talking.
Wow, yes.
Yeah, I hear them.
Those seeds.
Yes, because I used to be like, what? You know, and then I just remember these conversations just like this. And so that's important, audience, that, you know, parents, be healthy so that you can create healthy children and pass on healthy wisdom. Correct?
Right.
Not bitter.
And I think that it's not that we're perfect, because a lot of people can say like, oh, she writes these books, oh, she's healthy, she eats, she exercises. We are by no means perfect.
That's right.
But we're trying every day to do it in a way that's beneficial to help us to grow.
Yes.
Because my kids have seen us struggle. My
Yes.
kids have seen
Yes.
us go up and down.
Yes.
But I think that the biggest thing for me that I'm proud of myself is I get up every day and
Yes.
I keep trying.
Yes.
Even on days I'm like, God, I got an F today and being a parent. But he's like, get up. Like,
Yes.
try it again tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow's
Yes.
a different day.
Yes,
So I
and
think-
we all
Mm-hmm.
have those F's.
Yes.
Believe me, every parent has F's. Now, it depends on you keep going to college and getting your master's degree in F's. You need to learn some
Right.
things.
That's
Wi-
it. Keep
Yes.
growing.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. And so I like what your daughter says. She likes it raw. Is your community, your generation, you all just like it in your face. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
No trying to fluff and go around the mulberry bush, right?
Don't fake it.
Okay. Do you see the majority of that with you guys?
Yeah, I feel my peers were really open about how we feel. Like there's never a faking moment. Like, we're gonna give it to you real.
Yes.
And especially like with me, like I'm really blunt, like people say, and if I'm trying to let me see, my facial expression is definitely how I react. So my brain my brain might be saying one thing really nice, and my face is like, girl, if you don't get out my face. So yeah, we're really open on how we feel.
Yes. Now look, I'm old enough to be your grandmother, but I'm gonna tell you, I get that all the time. I get that at work, and my daughters really help me to be aware. Like, Mama, your face before you open your mouth, you know. So that's kind of a gift, but God just teaches how to twerk it.
Yeah, she'd be like at a gunfight. You see the person, he gonna
Because it's
draw, she
kind
gonna
of
draw
zero
you.
tolerance for craziness, right? Yeah, my husband, we'd be like, like when we at the dealership, because I work in finances, you know, I just let them go on and, okay.
I'd be sitting in the corner where eating popcorn. I say, here it comes, here it comes.
And be like, no, we're not doing that, okay? Because you can do this. I already did my homework, okay?
Yeah. She
But,
work with her numbers every day.
So, you know, Jemiah, you taught us when we had lunch that boys right now is on the shelf. And so, you know, one thing we have to learn as parents that, you know, your children, I just talked to a parent the other day that son would be 13 this year and how his little mood has changed. I said, well, you know, he's going into that place of liking girls and trying to figure it out. So, you know, when you share with us that boys are on the shelf right now, can you talk to us about, I know you talked about the school you're at and everything that they said kind of made it easy, right? But you really know the kind of guy that you would be interested in. So how did you come to that conclusion? Because you have an amazing dad. I see your dad, and look, his birthday the same day as his, so I know how they are invested as parents.
Yes.
It's just like seeing, like observing, like and like seeing different people's relationships. It really opens your eyes, and it's just like, I don't want that. Or like, oh, I do like this. Like, I like how he's treating you. Like, oh, I could see myself with someone like that.
Okay.
Or it's just like, I'm just looking at what I want, and
Okay.
then when that person comes, I'll know if he's the right person. It's just I'm really open to that, but at the same time, they have to come to me because the Bible says your husband will find you,
There you
and
go, girl.
I'm not looking. So
Right.
So yeah, I'm just waiting for like that right moment. I feel like right now it's just for me to grow and to know myself. Cause
I love that.
I definitely do have my own little challenges, and I'm not ready for that yet.
Oh,
To like have a relationship.
That's amazing.
So yeah.
But you know that. Wow.
Yeah, it makes a difference because I remember
That's good, Jemiah.
I used to work at Youth Challenge, and we had to chase a young boy down because he was trying to escape. And we called him by the convenience store about 5 miles away. And he said, I have to get home to my girl because she had my baby and all, and I miss her so much. He's 16 years old, and this is fourth child. Fourth child from 4 different girls. And I said, man, you run away from life because once each one lives ladies realize who you are and what they have, and you're gonna have to pay for. Your life is over because you have four responsibilities with 4 different women, and you're only 16 years old.
Wow.
Your life is already
Spoken for. Yeah.
And you running from education and try to get a leg up to put you in the right position. You running from that so that you can get back with her, and you don't have no job, and you don't have no education, and you just there as a pair of pants. So in the long run, your life is ended. But to be frank with you, because each one, you got 4 different kids to pay for, and 4 different attitudes from the females that you have to deal with.
Wow.
Baby mama drama. And,
Wow.
Did he come back with you that day?
Yeah, we drug him back, and then he wound up. They threw him out of the program because he ran
That's
away,
sad.
and he got to make money for 4 babies. 21 years later.
And I want to sidebar that before we close and have closing remarks with Nicole and Jemiah. You know, we have to teach our young ladies, you are responsible for your body. You know, I have daughters. So you're responsible because you're the one that's going to have to raise that child, you know, because you see what my husband just spoke about. Until you get it together, you're it.
Yep.
Yes. So we're about to close, so this is not our last time with you all because God got some great things in store. And so I'm going to start with you, Jemiah. What would you leave with the audience? Any final thoughts? Just your wisdom. Go for it.
Y'all are great. I really did enjoy my time doing this podcast. It was my first time doing something like this. Just with the audience, just know yourself. As a teen, it's never easy. As a parent, we know it's never easy because as kids, we do see like we're being raised together. I feel like so. Just have an open mind with that. So yeah.
I love it.
I can see her.
She's so sweet.
I can see her having a podcast from campus.
Oh,
I was just thinking that, like, coming in here, I was just like, I could do this with some college kids.
Yep.
God, giving them that voice.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. And we already have the equipment at home, so you can take it with you.
All right. You know, you got a community that will support you.
Hell yeah.
Okay?
That's so funny that you said that. I was just like, oh.
Both of y'all can see it. Okay. Miss Nicole.
Yes, thank you guys so much for having us here. It was a joy. I really appreciate it. The thoughts that I would leave with the audience is to enjoy your life. As it pertains to the mental health aspect, when you think about mental health is your overall psychological and emotional well-being. So just like your physical health, we know that if we eat well, if we exercise, we're going to get a benefit in a healthy body. So the same thing goes for your psychological and emotional. Do those things that cause you that balance and that wellness. And so some of those things could be spending time with family and friends, watching movies, watching comedy. Like, I love to laugh, so I watch like YouTube, social media videos that make me laugh. And then I guard my spirit. Like, I don't allow things to come in that are going to cause me distress. Exercising, reading, journaling, just do those things that you enjoy often, like my daughter said, and I didn't know that, but yeah, I dragged them hiking and all of those things, but it's beneficial. You heard her. And so just being one with nature, going on trips, enjoying yourself, but doing those small things often. And when I say often, daily. Like, even if it's one thing, just do it. If it's you drinking coffee by yourself and sitting in silence, do it. Do those small things often to maintain your mental wellness.
And look, y'all have heard from the future, Dr. Nicole Atkinson.
Oh my God. It's official.
Yes. And Jemiah, just go ahead and get that name for your podcast and get ready, okay?
All right.
And we're going to sync and do some things. Yep. It's a whole community.
Jemiah's place.
I think the Lord is speaking. Well, Thank you all so much. Thank you so much. And like I said, this will not be the last time. We already know that. Okay, so we never know who's listening. So we like to give out our mental health hotlines. That's the 988 hotline. For the text people, prefer texting. That's text 741-741. That's free 24/7 service. There's the NAMI, NAMI. That's the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and you can go to their website and reach out by the state you live in. And if nothing else, 211. That's a general community resource that is available 24/7. Mr. Perry.
You know, in life, you always got to look at that man in the mirror because no one knows what evil lurks in the heart of man. But through God, you can always come ahead. This has been Young People Nation, and remember, there is always hope.
Let's go. Christ is the foundation. Know His word gon' lead us. Know I'm already going. Taking steps I believe in. Giving guidance to the youth. Giving guidance to the lost. Give the world to the project. Lead them back to the cross. He the #1 prospect. He the top boss. I was broke, I was empty. He the one that paid the cost. Really thought that I was cool. There was nothing like the Savior. Now it's time for the truth. The whole world been waiting. It's Young People Nation. 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 The whole world been waiting. Whatever you going through, I know what He gonna do. Don't matter the circumstance, we going back to the root. Keep going, keep going. Let that seed keep growing. You need peace and we know it. Now it's time to live holy. Young People Nation. You know what time it is. Young People Nation. Get ready, the time is here. Get ready, we vibing here. We about to let God in here. Young People Nation. It's Young People Nation. Yeah, do it for the heavens, you know where we going. Influenced by His love, you know we gotta show it. It's time to put the youth onto what God is doing. Cause I can tell you now, right now, that God is moving. It's Young People Nation.